All right, what's up, everybody? It's Nick Atkin here. I want to do my shirt button up there. Apologies. Post Five Podcast is back for a bonus second edition of the week. Not one, but two excellent podcasts. Yesterday we had Sita Chai and we also had Liam Nolan. But today we have got one championship superstar, Stamp Fairtex, in the house, and Matt Lucas, who performs many roles with her at Fairtex in Pattaya and always corners her. He's a very nice chap who I've got to know a little bit on some trips away for fights. He will also be here to help translate, but also we're going to get to know his story a little bit. I'll be joined by JHK, Korean John, pretty soon, I think. Just kicking things off early to get into it. If you have any questions for Stamp, get them ready. Maybe don't ask them now, ask them when Stamp's here, but start thinking about what you want to ask. But yes, we will be talking all the latest One Championship news as well, including the big news that I broke today that Martin Nguyen, former featherweight and lightweight champion in MMA, has re-signed his biggest contract to date with One Championship, and he wants a number one contender match against Shamil Gasanov or Gary Tonin, who fight next weekend at Lumpinee Stadium. A lot going on there. We will discuss that news. Here we go, Nicola. Good to see you again. Thank you for this bonus. Stamp is the coolest. Yes, we love Stamp. And John is in the house now. What's up, John? Sorry, I kicked it off a little bit early just to get things going. But good to see you again. How are you? It's not been very long since we spoke. Less than
Yes, sir.
24 hours. But
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
how are you?
Good, good. Good. Let's get this person in here. Let's see what they got.
Yes, we will have Stamp in about 12 minutes, 10 minutes, 11 minutes, something like that. And Matt Lucas as well. 2-for-1
Yeah.
deal for you
If you
guys.
have questions for Stamp, this is the time to get them out there, right?
Yeah, drop them in the
Um,
box. We'll try and get as many questions as we can to Stamp for all of you guys. But we can't promise how many questions we can give her. We don't have her for the whole time, I think, but we'll see what we can do, guys. I have my own questions I want to ask her, John. I'm sure you do too.
Kinda.
Kind of. How do I look here? I've been playing around with this studio lighting. It's a bit weird. Is the sound okay? Just want
Yeah,
to.
it looks good. Sounds good.
Okay.
You gotta have the
Yeah.
key light at a 45-degree angle. Learn that.
45.
I don't know.
Okay.
Is it 45 or 75? I
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea. It's like a not facing you, I guess, just on the side. Like
Not facing.
I have
Okay.
mine right here. Okay, there we go. Good.
Let
Perfect.
me play with it then.
Especially for glasses, you know what I mean? If you wear glasses,
You're
um,
going full screen while I play with it.
yeah. If you wear glasses, you can't have the light directly on your face because it'll the glare on the lens. But yeah, if you're just hopping in right now, you guys make sure to hit that subscribe button, and Stamp will be here in short time. Put your questions in the chat for Stamp, even if it's just a comment. You know what I mean? Just something for encouragement, because I'm pretty sure she's training as hard as possible for this title fight coming up. She's facing a legend, seriously a legend of women's MMA. I know a lot of attention goes to the Brazilian fighters and like Amanda Nunes and Chris Cyborg and the Ronda Rouseys as some of the greatest of all time. But if you look at the accolades, if you look at the record, if you look at the longevity of Ham, she's a legend as well, and she's still fighting, and she's fighting for a title against the next generation of fighters, the younger generation. Probably, I think what they're the age gap between them two is more than 10 years, if I'm correct.
Ooh, off the top of my head, I think
It's
Stamp's
got to be.
24, maybe 25,
Yeah,
and I
it's
think
got to
Ham
be.
is 35,
Yeah,
but
it's
I'm
like
not
10
sure.
years, right? And 10 years is a huge difference, right? What were you doing 10 years ago? Just think of that.
Not much. Yeah.
Yeah. Think of how you looked 10 years ago and what you look like now. It's completely
11
different.
years age difference there. 36 years old, Ham.
See, Ham 36. She's still kicking around, fighting the best out there possible, and yeah, it's a major fight. You know, I mean, I feel like this fight, I might be wrong about this, but I think if Ham loses this fight, we might not never see her again.
Yeah, this is a very crucial time for her. 36
Yeah.
years old. You would think she's not got many years left, I'd imagine, and
Yeah,
it's tough though because I think she could still beat everyone in this division,
she
on her
can,
day.
but
So
like what's the point of just sticking around and fighting everybody again? You know, what I mean, if you get put to the back of the line, because she has some wear and tear. You know, what I mean, it's not like she's like injury free throughout her career. She's been injured. She actually fought a weight class above for a while, and it takes a toll on the body.
well, she may just want some money, that might be it. Keep fighting, keep making money.
That's true too. That's true.
But we've seen her decision in one championship. I don't feel like she's going to be getting any bonuses, so it depends what her contract is, what she's getting up front. But
Well,
I'm
it could
sure
be
it's
more
something
of
good.
like she's fighting to win, and that's what she's doing. She's fighting to win. She might not be fighting to actually finish the fight. She's looking to take the least amount of damage and walk away with the victory. And I think that's what we're seeing from her. Because to be honest with you, she should have steamrolled Hirata, right? Like that should have been a fight she could have finished. You know what I mean?
I think so.
Denise, I think Denise is pretty good. You know what I mean? She's pretty good all around. But Hirata, man, she still has a lot to work on. And Ham, she couldn't put her away, so maybe I'm just underestimating Hirata, but I don't know, man. The Ham that we're seeing fight now is the different Ham compared to like before the pandemic. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think she could have done more against Hirata, but I don't think Hirata did much to allow her to do anything. She just tried to stymie her, nullify her, made for a very boring fight. Anyway, a couple comments here. I like this, Nicola. I had an extra early start to the gym today so I can watch this. Started at 5 a.m. Wow, appreciate that. Hopefully it's a good show. Hopefully you enjoy it. That is some dedication, John, isn't it?
Oh, Nicola? Is that a woman's name or a man's name? I don't know.
Nicola is a woman's name, but I'm Nicolas in French. There's no H in my
You're
name.
French?
My parents named me. It's the French spelling of Nicholas. So
Okay.
I don't know. We'll have
Okay.
to find out. But
Nicola. Oh, dude.
Nicola,
Yes.
dude, there you go.
There you go, dude.
Nicola. Tell us how we pronounce it.
Italian.
Italian. There we
Yes.
go. There we go.
The
See, yeah,
Italians.
it could be
The
some
Italians
European
are the
flavor.
Koreans of Europe, right?
I didn't know that.
Yes. Peninsula mentality.
Okay.
We're both peninsulas.
Both
You never heard
peninsula.
of the peninsula mentality?
I have not. No.
You ever watch Beef, huh?
I did watch Beef,
They
but I
talk about it
didn't.
in that.
Did they? Oh, I missed that. Peninsula
Peninsula
mentality.
mentality, man. It's a different mindset. I'm telling you, the Italians know. I mean, the Italians know. The Koreans know too.
I just
Nicholas
Googled
said,
it.
I got it. Right. Sometimes I'm right. You know what I mean? Not always, but sometimes. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Somebody's
Comes
here.
trouble.
Oh,
Somebody's coming. Uh-oh.
yeah.
Matt Lucas.
Yeah.
How's it going, Matt?
Yeah. I'm okay. How are you?
We're good. You need some time to set up or anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Stamp is just talking on the phone.
Okay.
Wait, I want to. What's
How
that?
should we do this, John? Should we do that? It's gonna be tough for you to edit clips,
Wait.
though. But
Yeah.
สวัสดีครับ
what's up, Stamp? How are you doing?
What's up
Wait, that goes my door. The kitchen door is sort of ugly.
I think that's perfect.
Yeah, that
That's
one's. Oh, wait. Over this way a little bit. What the? I don't understand.
Hmm.
Okay, here we go. There we go. Now we just moved over a little. Yeah.
There we go. We're all good.
Yeah,
Is that okay,
there's
John, for you?
Sexa and there's Stamp.
Oh wow.
How old is
Sexan,
she
did
in
he
that
say?
one?
What's up?
How old is she in that picture?
This was
2 year on 2 year
what's that?
2 ไหม 2 year ago หรือเป
Yeah,
ล่า
2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
We did like a limited run of signed autographed photos, and yeah, so it was cool. Maybe we'll do it again in the future.
All right. Well, good to see you both. Matt, how are you doing as well? Haven't spoken to you since Denver. Either of you, actually. I think last time I saw you both was you guys were throwing some shapes on the dance floor at the after party in May.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. I had like the avocado tacos.
ทาโก้ประมาณ 3 อัน
You ate?
I ate 3
Yeah.
I had about 10 of those.
Oh, that seems
Yeah.
like a lot.
Excessive, yes. And a few White Claws. I enjoyed the White Claws in America. You had that?
I don't think I've had a White Claw before. Have you? Couldn't quite get White Claw Lublao.
ไม่
No, never. I think they're sort of they're okay. I feel like you would like them. Maybe.
All right. Well, we first of all, we're going to have to just ask you the obvious questions, guys. How are the preparations going for the big fight against Ham Seo-hee in September? Stamp and Ham for the interim atomweight MMA title.
อะไรนะ
เข้าใจไหมครับ
ไม่เข้าใจ
โอ้ย
เริ่มไปตอนเนี้ยเริ่มหมดแล้ว just wake up my band is the you
ตอนนี้คุณ
จะต่อยกับซุยฮาม
เตรียมด้วยตอนนี้ training camp ตอนนี้เป็นยังไงบ้าง พูดภาษาอังกฤษได้
now I forgot about Evo and Muay Thai and different takedown and wrestling more because she is good wrestling and good punch that is it
แล้วคุณเล่นกัมหรือเปล่าทำ
เล่น I train weight training because I want to make my muscle is strong because her body is strong
Okay. So putting on some weight, some muscle. What I know that this fight was originally scheduled for, I think, July, and then it became August, then September. What happened there? Did you get any reason from One Championship why it was delayed?
I don't know what happened I don't know, no idea.
Okay, but it's all fine in the end. Because I think you had to leave your seminar tour in Australia, right? Was that a shame for you?
รู้สึกอะไรบ้างเกี่ยวกับไม่ได้ทำ seminar tour.
Upset
Yeah,
เสียดาย upset
yeah, it was sad.
yeah
We are hopefully planning to do the seminar tour after her fight, but obviously the fight date has been changed so much that it's hard for us to have a definitive plan. I'll probably confirm everything and really get the gears going on the seminar tour probably maybe 2 or 3 weeks out from the actual fight when it's been marketed very heavily and the date is 100% set. With these seminar tours, the way things work is we can only do them after she fights because Mr. Wong really likes to have intensive fight camps. So logistically, it can be difficult. And then there's also the added factor of potential injuries. Stamp is very resilient all the time, so we've been able to do it before, but not everything is all sunshine and rainbow. So hopefully we'll get to go to Australia in November.
Okay,
Right after
November.
Late September.
That sounds good. We got a few people in the chat excited to see you guys. Good morning, all, says WMMAC now. Got a
Good
comment
morning.
here. So, wow, I see just the best female boxer of all time. Sorry for my bad English. And we've even got the monkey god, I think, Jared Brooks, the man himself, asking if you want him to be your wrestling coach, Stamp. What about that? The strawweight MMA champion is a fan of Stamp Fairtex.
Oh. Okay, you can come to Fairtex and we can join this ring.
That sounds good. John, I know that you have been watching Ham Seo-hee, John, for a long time. What do you think she's going to bring to this fight that Stamp really needs to look out for and be careful with?
Her last couple of fights, I just wanted to ask Stamp, I mean, in her last couple of fights, do you feel like she's more there to kind of just win and not take damage, and she's not chasing the finish as much? Do you see that in her last couple of fights?
John ดูฮัมซีฮีแน่นอนและเข้าดูรายการสุดท้ายและรายการ2-3ก่อนและเขาว่าเขาแค่ฮัมซีคุมเกมไม่อยากมีเจ็บอยากชนะคะแนนและคุณรู้สึกอะไรบ้างคุณคิดว่าฮัมซีกลัวแพ้กลัวไม่กล้าชนะน็อกหรือชนะ finish
หนูสปิกไทยนะหนูคิดว่าเขาน่าจะหาจังหวะไม่ได้แต่ว่าทุกคนอยากจะจบทุกคนนะ everyone ทุกคนอยากจะจบเกมให้ไวอยู่แล้วแต่ว่าน่าจะหาจังหวะไม่ได้
Yeah, she said like Hamzi's rhythm hasn't really been there lately. Everyone wants to finish a fight without being hurt, so she understands that. But the rhythm for Hamzi hasn't been there of late, so we'll see how things go.
All right, and I see that Jian Radzuan is there training with you. You fought her, and all of a sudden she's there to help you. How did that happen?
หนูอยากได้เขามาเป็นพาร์ทเนอร์ค่ะอยากให้เขามาช่วยในเรื่องwrestling ด้วยแล้วก็เขาเรียกว่าอะไรมีเพื่อนเพิ่ม
พูดภาษาอังกฤษได้
พูดเลย
เหรอ Okay, so Stamp needed a training partner. Obviously Jian's the same size. Specifically they needed someone that was wrestling focused, so they invited Jihin over, and now the two of them are pretty good buddies. Jihin's Thai is really good too. Like she's picked it up quite fast, and she's great at the gym.
How are the rounds? Can you give us any insight, any details of how the rounds are going with her?
เวลาเล่นเชิญกับJihin หรือ sparring คุณคิดอะไรบ้างและทำอะไรบ้าง
ไม่คิดอะไรI don't think anything just practice and Jihin ก็จะไปดูโซฮีฮัมแล้วก็พยายามเล่นเชิงให้เหมือนโซฮีฮัมเพื่อที่เราจะได้แก้เกมให้ถูก
So Jihin's been a good sparring partner. There's not too much in depth about it, but Jihin has been looking at Stamp's opponent, Hamzia, and been trying very hard to replicate her moves. So that's very helpful.
I also saw that Loma, she was there for a little bit training with you. Talk about working with her. I think that was the first time she's come and trained over there at Fairtex.
พี่โลมาแค่ตอนที่จะต่อยกับลิซซี่ลิซซี่
อะไรนะ
Anderson
Alice
แค่นั้นแค่มา10 วันเพื่อที่มาบอกเหมือนแบบว่ารุ่นพี่บอกรุ่นน้องว่าจะต้องทำไงบ้างเพราะว่า she from Muay Thai same me that she want to tell me everything when เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So
เ
เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา
So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรียนรู้มา So เขาจะบอกทุกอย่างตอนที่เขาเรีย Loma came about 10 days before the fight with Elise Anderson, and it was very helpful because Loma has a very similar background as Stamp. She comes from Muay Thai, has a strong Muay Thai background, and wanted to tell Stamp everything that she's learned from the sport transition, because the striking, a lot of the things are not necessarily 100% the same, but you see with Loma, she's learned a lot. You know, her turns in the clinch are very beautiful, and she's able to knee some of the sweeps and stuff that transition into Muay Thai or MMA are very effective. So she really wanted to tell Stamp about that stuff.
How do you view Ham? Do you see her as like a legend of the sport, or are you just looking at her as another opponent? Like there's nothing special about her?
อะไร
คุณคิดอะไรบ้างเกี่ยวกับฮัมเซียคุณคิดว่าเก่งมากเป็นยอดมวยหรือคิดว่าเป็นคือโดยเมื่อการคนอื่น
she's so strong, she's really good แล้วหนู I think she is good opponent เขาเป็นคู่ต่อยที่ดีมากแล้วก็แข็งมากแล้วก็เป็นความท้าทายอย่างหนึ่งที่ทำให้เราเหมือนแบบว่าจะต้องซ้อมให้หนักขึ้นเพราะว่าเขาเป็นตัวตึงเขาเป็นเหมือนแบบว่าคนเก่งของรุ่นเลย
So she said that Hamzia is very good. It's definitely going to be a challenge for her, one of her biggest challenges. So she has to train harder than ever before.
And one last question before I go back to Nick. Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse, he's picking you to win. He's picking you to become the champion. What's your reaction to that?
เซอร์ไพรส์นะเนี่ย yeah thank you เพราะว่าหนูด้วยความที่คิดว่าโซยฮัมเป็นคนเก่งพอคิดว่าโซยฮัมเป็นคนเก่งเราจะต้องแบบว่าเราคิดว่าตัวเองเป็น underdog คือมวยรองใช่ I think with myself ใช่แค่แบบว่าทุกคนอาจจะมองว่าเราอาจจะดีกว่าในภาคที่ว่ามวยไทย standing ดีกว่าแต่ว่าแล้วแต่จังหวะที่เราทำได้หรือเขาทำได้ก่อน
So for herself, she feels like she's the underdog, even though other people may be telling her that she's the favorite. Obviously, in Muay Thai, she's very good, but if the rhythm of the fight goes a different way, who knows what's going to happen. And yeah, Hamzia is very good.
All right, well, there are other people, a lot of other fans, not just Demetrius Johnson, Stamp. Jared, obviously a big fan of you. He's come back again, Jared Brooks, and said they are not ready for you, Stamp. So a lot of people are loving you. I saw, Stamp, you also gained, I think, over 100,000 new followers on Instagram after the Denver fight. What's it been like having so many new fans? Everyone seems to love you.
แต่ว่าอะไร
ตัวนี้คุณมี FC เยอะกว่าเขาอยู่ Instagram มีประมาณ 100,000 คนติดต่อกว่าและคุณมี FC เยอะและ FC รักคุณและรู้สึกอะไรบ้าง
รู้สึกตกใจค่ะ ก็ I'm really happy because everyone like me that's normal
She also said she's a little surprised ตกใจ
ใช่แล้วก็เหมือนว่าไม่คิดว่าจะมีคนชื่นชอบมากขนาดนี้
She's surprised that so many people like her so much.
Well, I saw that you were getting some gifts from people. Like someone sent you some flowers and a gigantic teddy bear or something. Did you find out who that was?
ยังไม่รู้เลย
Yeah,
I not yet know but I only know his name is Dawer ชื่ออะไรนะจูเนียร์ชื่ออะไรนะ Dawer ใช่ไหมคนที่ส่งดอกไม้อ่ะ Dawer yeah Dawer
David. David?
No David it's Dawer Dawer
Devor.
Devor
Devor. Yeah, so
I don't
Devor,
know
yeah,
I don't know
yeah, I don't know.
We're looking for Devor. So
Yeah.
Devor's out there. Devor's out there.
you.
Yeah, that's very nice of you.
Yeah.
We'll try and find Devor. I saw you were also you gave some of the bonus money to your parents. How happy were they when you gave them some of that $50,000? I saw they were very happy with you.
มันเป็นความภูมิใจอะภูมิใจI so proud of myself some อดีตอะเคยขอตังค์แม่ขอตังค์หน่อย Mom 20 บาท but today is now I can give them
Yeah.
มันเป็นความภูมิใจอย่างหนึ่งที่ตัวเองไม่ต้องขอตังค์แม่แล้ว
Yeah. So before, she obviously couldn't give that much money, and sometimes her mom would jokingly be like, "Oh, 20 baht, 20 baht," and she, the purse sizes were so small, and it was nothing. But now Stamp is making a significant amount of money and can help her parents and can give to her parents, so it makes her feel very proud of herself.
I mean, I think you're already quite stylish, Stamp, but are we going to see you turn up to the events like Rotang in all this designer clothes with a Mustang and the sunglasses? Are you going to be wearing some of this stuff? Have you seen him lately?
Yeah, I saw Why you laugh ก็หนูถ้ามันมีตังค์เยอะอะไรเงี้ยหนูคิดว่า I want to buy somehow I want to buy is land ที่ I want to buy gold ทองใช่ไหมหรือว่าอยากจะแบบ I want to make my durian farm ให้มันแบบขึ้นด้วย
So she
so why I study is digital marketing.
Yeah. So Stamp is studying digital marketing. She has like a year left. คุณจบเมื่อไหร่สิ้นปี
วันเนี้ยประมาณ1 ปี
So she has a year left. Then a lot of her money she's actually investing into building a house, expanding her family's durian farm. She wants to buy gold. So gold out here is sort of like it's like investing in some ways. So you buy gold and then you'll sell it later on for a higher price. It's very common. So that is something that she wants to do. She is pretty smart with her money and is not as flashy as some other people that we may know.
หนูไม่ค่อยแบบว่าไม่ค่อยซื้อของแบบที่มันแบบฟุ่มเฟือยแบบไม่แบบหรูหรา Mustang I know ไม่ซื้อ ไม่ซื้อแต่ว่าอาจจะซื้อแบบ if I want this I fight and I win okay I buy for me for myself just one อะไรอย่างงี้
So she doesn't really blow her money. Like if she fights, she'll buy something special for herself. She recently bought a motorbike for herself, a new motorbike, but she will not buy like super flashy stuff. When we were in New York City a while ago for a seminar tour, and obviously financially it was lucrative. I think she bought like 1 or 2 like designer things, just like, oh, this is nice, but she does not splurge. Stamp is pretty smart.
Oh.
Yeah, my fang. Put back one kun my fang.
Oh.
When I talk nice about Stamp, I don't like Stamp to hear. It goes to your head.
Well, very sensible. It sounds like you are. A few of our people in the chat have a couple of questions as well, if you don't mind asking them. Jack Zone here is asking, say, Stamp, your English is getting more impressive. Who is teaching you? It's Matt. I imagine it was Matt, but
yeah he teach me.
She also learns a lot on her own, and she has a very good comprehension of English. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago, we started sitting down for weekly English lessons, and now, while we still do the lessons, it can be sporadic, but her English is getting a lot better as she pushes herself to do more English interviews and stuff like that.
And I have English course. I have partner English everyone English everyone ฝรั่งใช่ไหม
Yeah.
that why I choose to talk English.
Yeah. So obviously the MMA coaches here at Fairtex, her training partners, they speak English, so her English is getting better.
I promise is next week. No, next year is better.
Well, I remember Stamp when I first interviewed you. I think 2019. I think Prem used to go with you, and he would always force you to answer in English, and then you would be like, "Oh, why? I can't." But I feel like your English is so much better now. How proud are you to have improved so much in the last few years?
เข้าใจอยู่
ภูมิใจเกี่ยวกับตรงพูดภาษาอังกฤษได้ไหม
little bit
ไม่ภูมิใจเท่าไหร่หรอ
นิดหน่อย a little bit because sometimes I cannot answer sometimes I cannot understand
All right, got some other.
Only a little proud because
Well, I think it's great. It's much better than my Thai. I have zero Thai. I cannot speak Thai. But Cherish here asking Stamp, if you clear out the atomweight division, will you ever go up to strawweight?
oh I look fat เหรอ sorry I eat shabu is hot pot every day
no ถ้าคุณไม่ใช่ถ้าคุณ
that's why she's him
no Cherish เนี่ยผมคิดว่าอาจจะผู้หญิง
why she says no way
yeah
I look fat ใช่ไหม
no ว่าถ้าคุณชนะชิงแชมป์atomweight คุณอยากเพิ่ม
no
yeah
I want to go back to Muay Thai belt and kickboxing belt
Okay, staying at atomweight then. Here you go. Another question. WMMA now asking, Stamp, have you brought in any left-handed sparring partners to help prepare for the fight with Ham?
Ham is Ham southpaw
Southpaw
yeah คุณเตรียมกับมือซ้ายคือโดยมือซ้ายหรือเปล่า
ใช่ yes my partner Jihin and Anita Y2K is support
yeah
everyone is support
Okay, that's good. Nicola asking, in a difficult MMA match, when you are out of options against an opponent, is there a certain combination or a move that you rely on that you know will work and get the finish or the win?
เวลาคุณด้วย MMA ละไม่ง่ายเท่าไหร่ละคือด้วยเป็นดอคุณทำอะไรคุณทำท่าคอมโบได้ศอกอย่างเดียวละคุณอยากทำอาวุธนี้
คงจะหาจังหวะแล้วก็ออกอาวุธที่หนักที่สุดให้แบบดาเมจที่แบบดาเมจแรงๆที่สุดเพื่อที่จะให้เขาแบบกลัว
Yeah, so she goes and relies on her rhythm and whatever weapon is the most damaging and whatever weapon is makes her opponent the most afraid.
Okay, and here from Northern Thai Garden Guy asking, Stamp, I live in Chiang Rai and I grow many different fruit trees. Do you only grow the durian? And commenting it is a very smelly fruit, yes.
Yeah, I agree with that. ทำไมคุณชอบ durian คุณคิดว่าเหม็นหรือเปล่า
ไม่เหม็น smell good นะอร่อยมากอร่อยมาก why
no okay so he said what did he say do you like I got confused
do you grow any other fruit trees
คุณมีผลไม้อื่นหรือ durian อย่างเดียว
มีลองกองมีเงาะมีกล้วย
so bananas
rambutan
แล้ว
ก็ลองกอง
Longgong แปลอะไร
Long gone แปลว่าอะไร
it's like the little like round ones right I don't know and then there's another fruit besides rambutan that she grows I forget what it's called rambutan มีสีแดงละมี it has like the spikes right I don't eat enough Thai fruit so I don't know but basically three there's rambutan bananas, and one other that I forget what it is.
All right. They sound good to me. Nicola was also asking, how many raw eggs is Stamp drinking to prepare for this fight, putting on the muscle?
ถ้าแบบใกล้ๆต่อยอ่ะประมาณ12ฟองต่อวัน
Sip song.
ใช่ 6 in morning and 6 afternoon
เหรอ
ใช่
ล่ะไม่ถาม
ไม่ก็ที่ตอกแล้วกินเลยอ่ะ
เหรอ
เออ
disgusting. So it's 6 in the morning and then 6 in the afternoon. So 12 per day.
Oh my God. That's a lot of eggs.
Where did that come from? Like, why did she start doing that?
Yeah, ทำไม เริ่มทำไม
เพราะว่าช่วยในการรักษาเอ็นข้อเท้าเอ็นต่างๆ แล้วก็ make strong ด้วย
Yeah, she believes it helps her body and her tendons and stuff like that.
This is the Rocky diet from the movie Rocky. Remember
Yeah.
Rocky?
ล็อกกี้เอาไปปั่นเลย
yeah, but Rocky makes him into
ใช่
shape.
ใช่
We should make you like chase chickens. คุณเคยเห็น Rocky หรือเปล่า
เคยเห็น
Yeah, we like Rocky wing like guy wing like Rocky อยากจับผมคิดว่าคุณต้องทำเหมือนกัน Yeah, so maybe in the next week or two she can chase some chickens for their eggs.
That sounds good. More questions here in the chat. Ichi asking, what is Stamp's thoughts on Panchan Rina? She trained with her yesterday? Question mark.
เป็นคนญี่ปุ่นมาเมื่อวาน
อ๋อ
like
พันจัง
yeah พันจันคิดอะไรบ้างเกี่ยวกับพันจัน
she really cute yeah แล้วก็เก่งมาก หนู I sparring with her and she good boxing and she ต่อยไอเนี่ย kickboxing she really good
Yeah, she's good at kickboxing and her boxing is very good.
คาวาอิ
Cherish asking, how important is it for Stamp to be the champion, and how determined is she to get her other belts back in kickboxing and Muay Thai?
คุณมั่นใจเท่าไหร่เกี่ยวกับชนะแข่งขันมวยไทยและkickboxing มั่นใจเท่าไหร่
มั่นใจอะไร
Yeah, determined.
มั่นใจอะไร
Yeah. See, how determined are you? So มั่นใจเท่าไหร่และสำคัญเท่าไหร่เข้าใจไหมครับ
ไม่เข้าใจอ่ะ
สำคัญ is important และถ้าชนะแข่งขัน kickboxing สำคัญไหมและสำคัญเท่าไหร่สำคัญ
สำคัญเหมือนกันสำคัญทุกอย่าง
ใช่
important everything
Yeah.
เพราะว่ามันเป็นเข็มขัดที่ทุกคนอยากได้แล้วก็อยากจะเป็นแชมป์ซึ่งฉะนั้นมันสำคัญเท่ากันหมดเลย
Yeah, so everyone wants to be a champion, but to get all the belts is like so important. It's like the champion becomes the champions of the champions.
All right, and just another one here from Jack. I missed earlier. Does Stamp watch Friday fights or one Lumpinee regularly, and which fighters have impressed you the most on those shows?
คุณดูวันลุมพินีบ่อยๆหรือเปล่าและคุณชอบนักกีฬาใคร
ดูค่ะดูyes I watch like every week I like น้องแอม Fairtex
น้องแอม fights ใครLisa Brealey tomorrow in I think it's the co-main event of the undercard. It will be very, very good. I think it's Kun Kit, Alai, Hasib Blue.
50
Yeah,
50
it's a 50-50 fight, and it will be very good. Lisa Brealey is very experienced of Manasak Gym in Chiang Mai. Nong Am, of course, has been tearing it up at Fairtex Fight. Had a knockout win in the third round at her last one Lumpinee show. So I think this is going to be a very good fight. Breeley also has a line fight title, has been around on the Muay Thai scene for a long time. Fought on one Lumpinee a couple times and won as well.
Okay, well, I'm going to throw it back to John if he's got any final questions for you guys, because I know we've already taken up a lot of your time. But Matt, I just wanted to ask you as well, for everyone who doesn't know, what's your role at Fairtex and how do you help fighters like Stamp? I know I've met you a few times at shows and I see everything you do, but if you could just summarize it a little bit so we all know.
Yeah, so my direct title is Director of Public Relations. So a lot of the primary focus or my primary job duties is to do media, to do photos and Instagram. But obviously, I have expanded that. I teach them English. I've taken them abroad. I helped foreign fighters with fights. I commentate at Lumpinee. I'm a former boxer myself, so I fill in a lot of gaps that are needed and help translate and do a bit of a man about town that is able to do a lot.
Stamp, does he do a good job?
You?
Uh,
Yeah, he did get
Bachman.
somehow.
Got the seal of
No.
approval from Stamp. Yes, John, so if you have anything else, do you want to go with it now?
What do you think is going to happen in the fight? That's the big question.
For sure, I hope to win. That's it.
That's it. Do you ever envision the fight? Like if you lay your head down in the pillow and think about the fight, what do you see?
อะไร
บางครั้งคุณหลับตาเกี่ยวกับรายการเกี่ยวกับผมชนะยกที่หนึ่ง
Mm.
อัมบาหรือผมเห็นผมโดยท้องและชนะหรือคุณคิดอะไรบ้างเกี่ยวกับ
คิดส่วนมากคิดเกี่ยวกับต่อยยังไง how I fight with her แบบว่าเขาจะต่อยมาแบบนี้แล้วก็เราจะต้องทำยังไงประมาณนี้แค่นั้น
So she'll think sometimes about how she'll fight and what sort of stand-up things her opponent will do, and then she'll react to it in her mind. She'll visualize all this.
What about the step in elbow? Is that going to be something we're going to see? It's a beautiful technique.
ต้องเห็นนะเพราะว่าไฟนี้คิดว่าจะต้องใช้ศอกเยอะมากเพราะว่าโซฮีฮัมเปิดหน้าแล้วก็โซฮีฮัมแบบชอบทำอย่างเงี้ยอย่างเงี้ยแล้วก็ต่อยฉะนั้นจะต้องใช้ศอกให้เยอะที่สุดแล้วก็เร็วกว่า
Yeah, so she's definitely going to be using elbows. A lot of times Hamsi touches and will punch, and a lot of times with Muay Thai fighters, you touch and then you elbow, especially against someone that's punch heavy because it neutralizes the punches.
I know you guys are going to fight for the title, but are we going to ever be able to have you two dance as a group? Because she can dance too, just as yourself.
Oh, law.
อะไรนะ
Really? Is she a good dancer?
Oh, she dances every time she comes out. Yeah, she's been dancing for a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
อะไร
คุณคิดว่าเวลารายการเสร็จแล้วคุณจะเดินกับหามหรือหามเสียหรือเปล่าเพราะว่าหามเดินทุกครั้งเวลาเดินไปเวที
Ham?
Yeah, Ham den doi.
Oh really? I didn't see. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see that. So
ไม่รู้เลย
yeah, she didn't know. So maybe they will.
Maybe we have a new K-pop group with Stamp and
Yeah, maybe.
Before fight, I think make TikTok together.
เหรอ
ใช่
Okay.
Could have a dance off. Well, I think this
Yeah.
one is a good question to end on, guys. I know we've taken all of your time, but I was thinking this as well. Ichi asked, is Stamp next to get 10 million baht? What do you think?
ค่ะ ถ้าไฟล์นี้ชนะ ไฟล์หน้าค่าตัวเพิ่มเป็น10 ล้าน
Yeah, so this fight, her purse is gonna go up to 10 million baht.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. So you are the 10
Yeah.
million baht woman. All right. The first in one championship. How do you
Yeah.
feel about that? You
One
must be, that must be so amazing for you, right?
Yes, so amazing. So amazing. And like I make my story,
Mhm.
his story.
Yeah, make
Yeah.
history. Mhm.
Mhm.
You
Maybe
can
you could
buy
buy
some
a-
more farms, some durian trees and stuff.
maybe
Yeah.
you could buy a Porsche, a nice car, right? After
Oh,
the
yeah.
fight.
Maybe I buy land because now my mind is help hand a lot. Yeah, maybe I buy land first. Yes, and keep money for house จะสร้างบ้าน make
Yeah.
house.
She'll build a house first. Buy land, then build a house.
No buy
Oh,
Sang.
build.
or build อ๋อ
Yeah, sang, can I?
ใช่
Well, that's incredible. Yes. Well, congratulations, Stamp. That's amazing. Thank you, Matt and Stamp, for speaking to us. Really
ขอบคุณค่ะ
appreciate your time. This was really fun. And sorry we didn't get to ask everyone's questions. Maybe we do it again sometime down the road. Maybe when Stam wins the belt, if she beats Ham, we could speak to her again. But we'll see you in September, Stamp. Thank you again, and thanks, Matt. Cheers.
ขอบคุณ
Cheers.
ค่ะ
Thank you, guys.
Thank you
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. All right. I'll get them out. We're in. It's me and you, John.
Yes,
That's
sir.
big news, huh?
Yeah.
Stamp's gonna get 10 million baht. Wow. I'm speechless. Got Rod Tang
Man, it's great
and
for
Stamp
her, man.
Great
It's
for
phenomenal.
her. It is good news if you are Stamp Fairtex. If you missed that, Stamp will be getting 10 million baht like Rod Tang does now. I think that's big. You know, they were both so popular in Denver when I was there.
Mhm.
You know, and I think they got the biggest reactions of the night. I think Rod Tang was the biggest. Stamp was not far off. I think that's deserved, and there's clearly see them as two stars, John, who can help them break the American market, but also dominate in Thailand, right?
I think they're just great representatives of the country and Muay Thai as well. You know what I mean? I know Stamp fights MMA, but you know, her base is Muay Thai. And I don't know, I love it. I love seeing it, man. I love seeing fighters get paid a lot of
Yeah.
money. I love seeing that. That's number one.
I do too. And talking about getting paid, I mentioned it at the start of the show, John. So we could touch on it quickly before we go. I think we're gonna hang around for another 10 minutes or so. But yes, I broke this news today. Martin Nguyen has signed his biggest contract to date. The Situation, the former champ, is back in one championship. Not that he left. He said he was staying. But it's good to have him signed up, John, isn't it? You and I, we both known Martin for a while. Glad to see him get the bag too, huh?
Definitely, man. We just had him on the show. Like he was watching and then he came on and talked about the whole situation. That I don't even think that was like about a month ago. And now he's re-signed and he's probably gonna end his career maybe with one champion. What's the details on this contract extension?
Well, I asked him. All he told me was it was pretty easy, pretty smooth process, and he wasn't expecting any trouble, and it was pretty smooth, yeah. And he told me to remind these two humpers, Gary Tonin and Shamil Gasanov, that I've got the winner, and they both think they're getting a title shot after this win, but in fact they've got to fight me first, October 14th. I'm back, baby. Yes.
Oh,
big
so
news.
he's fighting on October 14th? Or they're fighting on October
That's what he
14th?
says. Those guys are fighting next weekend.
Yeah.
And he wants the winner in October. So he looks like he's got a fight date already, and he wants it to be one of those guys in the number one contenders match
Mhm.
for the belt. How does that sound to you, Johnny boy?
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. You know, I mean, you got to keep that division moving along, and these guys are the ones that are at the top. I don't know what the situation is with Tan Kai and Ton Lee, but I guess maybe one of those guys are not going to be fighting. I guess I don't know. It's weird, right? Have you heard anything about Tan Kai and Ton Lee? Have you reached out to Ton Lee? I know you got a little connection to him.
I haven't heard anything. No, I just know Tankai is injured, and it sounded
Mhm.
like a serious one, his knee, and there's been no whispers of anything. Maybe interim. I could see the the winner of this one next week maybe getting interim fight with Tanli, but perhaps Tanli could fight Martin in that October slot. They could do that match, and then
Yeah,
the
interim
division's a
title.
bit weird right now. Yeah, they need to unpack it, but
Yeah, if Tankai is gonna be out for a long extended period due to that injury, I feel like they need to put on a title fight by the end of the year, at least the interim title fight, and why not? I mean, put Martin in there against Ton Lee because nothing's guaranteed with this fight coming up, right? With Gary Tonin and Gasanov. If one of them then win, you don't even know of how they're going to be health wise coming out of it. You know what I mean? Are they going to be injured? Are they going to be healthy? Are they going to be healthy enough to come back in October? Those are all things that are up in the air. And also Martin, it seems like maybe as part of the contract that he is returning on in October against either the winner of that or a backup plan. I don't know. I don't know if what the situation is with that, but it's good news for Martin, and it's good news for the division, man. You don't want to see contenders leave when they're at the top.
that's true. Well, I also just wanted to briefly touch on tomorrow's show. We talked about it slightly there, but yes, one Friday Fights 24. John, looks like they haven't even put the show on the website. Okay, I was going to use their website to run down the card, but it's not on there. So let me see if I can find it on Instagram. But I think we've got some fun stuff on there, John. We got the return of Aquaman, Sinsamut Clinme, for whom the Aquaman nickname doesn't really work anymore because he cut his hair off. But yes, it's looking like a good card. Let me just find it. These cards are quite hard to find. They don't really post them till the day before. Sometimes they post them on the Thai media, but it's a little difficult to find if you don't speak Thai.
I think
So
maybe
yeah,
on the Facebook.
I can't find it anywhere. Um,
Yeah, it's weird, right?
yeah, well, I guess we can't talk about it. You got anything else you want to discuss? I think we covered a bit yesterday, but we'll be in Bangkok again on Tuesday. I think we're flying in, and
Yeah,
we'll
Wednesday.
do some sort of
Fight
preview.
week. Fight week is kicking off on Wednesday. That's what's happening next week.
Yes, sir. All right, I found the Thai page. I can show that, but I'll have to do my best to pick out the faces. How do I use this? Sorry, a bit bad. Share screen. There you go. Okay, One Championship Thailand. Yes, it's Pong Siri against sensational Fabio Race. I think is the main event. Yes, which is going to be a fun one. Sinsamat Clinme is indeed there against was it Kong Thailand? I think it should be a good show, guys. I'm excited for it. It's yeah, it's not as packed as the one we went to, John. Of course, that was a tentpole event, but I think we've got some sizzle on this show this time. Race has been knocking out everyone, hasn't he? They call him the Thai Hunter or something. I think he did Fairtex, something dirty. I think if he wins here, he's getting a contract to One Championship.
Oh, he definitely should get a contract. Yeah, he's been knocking off like high level Thai like fighters, man. It's just like the dude has been on a wrecking spree, and I love to see what he can do in that division. I mean, he goes in there, he beats Pong Siri, he'll probably end up, I'm picking him to knock out Pong Siri and then get that contract, get a bonus, get a contract. I mean, this guy, his the sky's the limit for him. I'm big on Fabio.
Yes, I found the card, but in article form. So I'll sort of scroll down a bit. Here you go. I think it's right at the bottom. Yes. All right.
There it
Fabio
goes.
Race, Pong Siri. We've got I can't pronounce that. Mong Sap against Sibsan. It's so Sinsamet not this week. See next week. Oh, there he is. He's it looks like he's the main event of the first half of the card. You know, the Friday fights portion, whatever you want to call it, against Victor Teixeira, not Kong Thailand. What am I talking about? He Teixeira knocked out Kong Thailand. That's the guy he beat last time. But he's coming up in weight, I think, for this. Black Panther against Mohamed Sadeghi should be fun. Yeah, it should be good, man. I'm excited.
It's like the whole movie, versus.
There
Mohammed.
we go. Yes, sir.
Man, Punk's what is it? Fabio, that dude is a killer. Like, he is a killer. He's gonna be a terror in that bantamweight division when he gets over there. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good fights, a lot of great fights for him. And yeah, man, he's, like I said, the sky's the limit. You know, all he needs to do is get past Pong Siri and get that contract, and I think he'll be in title contention, like, real quick.
I want to thank Ernesto here in the chat for the tip-off, saying Mitch Chilson has it posted on Instagram in English. There you go. Thank you, Ernesto. There it is in picture form, a bit more interesting than writing. Yes, so that is the main event, Fabio Race against Pong Siri. I'll be tuning in. We'll see what we can do. I don't think we could do a third podcast of the week. 2 is enough. How have you found this, John?
Black Panther is a Thai guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's wild.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Nongam versus Lisa Breeley. Right there, bout number 3, which Stamp was talking about earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, man, that main event is heavy duty, right? That bantamweight Muay Thai main event. That's going to be a good one. But, you know, Friday fights, there's always violence. You might not know who these people are on the card, but man, they come here to win bonuses. They're like that, you know, Chachi giving out those bonuses, that changes the dynamic of a lot of these fights, man. They come forward. Look at biggest example is Tong Poon, right? Like, Tong Poon, his style is just bonus money style. That's he's the money weight. You know what I mean? Like, he's on a bonus spree. Like, a lot of these dudes see that and how that money can impact their life, man. They go out there and chase after that. And man, it creates chaos, and it's phenomenal to watch.
It does create chaos. There's always knockouts. If you tune in, you're going to see some people going to sleep every week without fail. I don't think there has been a single week where there's just been decisions. I'm sure there's normally about 70% of the fights are finished. So always fun. Yes, as John said, even if you do not know the fighters, you will know them after the end of the show. That's the whole point. Nicola saying, how do you feel about guys who demand a bonus after a fight on Fridays? I feel like if you demand it, you're never going to get it.
Nah,
like you have to. It's not like the UFC where you can kind of pressure, because they decide, don't they, after the event? Right?
Even the UFC doesn't care. Like, people are asking, the guys that ask usually don't even get it. It's do people really ask for the bonus after the Friday fights? I haven't really noticed that, because the bonuses come like right away, right? Like in the post-fight interview. So it's not like they have time to, you know, it's not like they ask for it and then Chachi gives it to them. It's almost like it happens like organically, just like all of a sudden Mitch just says, "You have won." Well, how many baht is that? I forgot.
50,000. No, that's the US.
No, that's the fight nights.
10,000 baht in USD. 350,000, is it? Or
yeah, 350,000 baht. Yeah, that's right. 350,000 baht. Yeah, it's man, I wish I had 350,000 baht. I'll be having a wild time in Bangkok. Let's just say.
Yeah, you'd be down at that Mexican place. Where did we go? I forgot the name of it. That was delicious. I didn't think I'd have
Charlie Brown. Go to Bangkok, go to Charlie Brown's. It's a Mexican restaurant. Shout out to Charlie Brown. Great food. Yeah, a great environment, nice place. Go check it out.
Yeah, that we're not saying this because they paid us or anything. Although if you want to give us a free taco or something, I'm down.
Yeah,
But
appetizer, margarita. What'd you
Yeah, we
have? The
had-
mango margaritas or something?
it's like
No,
passion fruit margaritas. Yes,
Exactly.
2
passion fruit.
jugs, and then we had like a burrito. It's like all these. Oh, it's
No, we
incredible.
had too much. We had too much, man.
But I
Yeah.
think who was saying the chef is actually a personal chef for Beyonce or something. Sometimes
was.
when
Yeah.
he was okay,
Yeah.
when Beyonce go on holiday, sometimes she'll take this guy because she loves Mexican food apparently.
Yeah.
So he'll be Beyonce's personal chef, but apparently Jay-Z hates him, so Jay-Z brings his own personal chef.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some rich living.
Yeah. Would you have your own personal chefs? Like each person has their own personal chef, and you live in the same house. That's that's rich. That's out of my tax bracket.
Quickly from K1 Hodgkin, do you guys think Giorgio Petrosian will fight again, or will he retire? Well, it was interesting, John, wasn't it, last night when we spoke to
Mhm.
Sid Chai and Tristan, who is sort of the being trained to take over that gym, Sitsong Pinong. He's the owner's son. He was saying that Sid Chai's dream fight is Petrosian, and that's the one guy he's never really fought. He's fought everyone else. So I would like to see him come back, mainly, for that fight. And I think the Super Bond rematch still, you got questions, haven't you, there? So I think, I would love to see him fight. I'm sure you would as well.
Yeah, I would love to see the Sidichai Petrosian fight because that's a fresh matchup. They've never fought each other, and I think coming back from like that type of devastating knockout, I think Sidichai would be a good style for Petrosian. Both the guys are technicians. It would be a very technical, high level fight. But that's if Petrosian comes back. We haven't heard anything from Petrosian, like nothing. I have seen nothing, no reaction to like Chatri's comments, nothing. He's just dead silent, right? So we don't know.
All right. And Ichi is getting back to us about this, saying, confirm with one if Stamp's fight purse is going up. She said she's getting the increase if she wins, and it will kick in after Ham's fight. Well, so sorry, Ichi, you saying you've already asked them, or you saying we should? I might ask. Yeah, I think I asked Chatri a while ago because I saw this report in Thai media that she was going to get this, but he said not yet. But sounds like, John, it might be only 10 million if she beats Ham, wins the title. That's a pretty good incentive, isn't it?
Well, champ money, I mean, once you become the champ, you got to make champ money. So, yeah, so she's got to prove herself against Ham, and it's not going to be an easy one.
WMMA scene now. The last women's MMA fight in one was Stamp versus Anderson in May. The next women's MMA fight is Stamp versus Ham in September. They are sidelining everyone else. I think he means not sidelong. Yeah, it's not been a good time to be in women's MMA in one championship, is it, John? You haven't seen Jingnan since she beat Angela almost a year ago. Who else am I thinking of? Yeah, it's we know Wonder Girl is calling for fights all the time. I know she sort of comes from Muay Thai, but I think she moved to MMA. What do you think's going on? I know Denise has had a fight, but yeah.
I have no idea. Yeah, it's very odd, but they're not having as many shows as they did, pre-pandemic. So the stalling of the division is very interesting. I think it's because of the situation with Angela Lee as well. But I mean, I don't think that should halt anybody else's career. I think they should start putting fights together. I think they should definitely have a couple more women's fights on that card in September. I hope they add some because we need to see the women back in action, man. Like, I'm all for the women fighters, man. Like, I would love to see them fight more often. It's very odd that Stamp and Anderson was in May, and the next one is Stamp versus Ham in September, and there's no fights in between. Very, very odd.
Percy asking, do you think RoboCop Roberto Soldic underestimated one's fighters when he signed? for me, I don't think he underestimated them. I think maybe people and fans maybe underestimate the quality of MMA fighters in one. You know, the divisions aren't deep, but I think when you get to the top, they are very good. You know, the champions and the kind of 1 or 2 or 3 guys in there are top level, John. I mean, that's my take. What do you think?
Well, you know, Katastam is a killer, right? He's a marauder, like he's a monster, right? He's knockout power from like a lot of different positions. You know, his striking arsenal is very diverse, and yeah, man, RoboCop just ate one. You know, you get caught sometimes. I don't think you could come. I don't think you could think if you thought that RoboCop was going to come here and just steamroll the division. That was the wrong way of thinking, because there's a lot of guys that can take him out, and we saw him get taken out by Katastam. You were there in Denver, right?
Yes, it was. Well, I couldn't see it. I was stuck behind the.
But you were hanging out with him afterwards, right? So you know,
Yeah.
like having a good time.
Yeah, whiskey and chicken nuggets with Sebastian Katastam at 3 a.m. in the lobby. I'll never forget this moment. One of the best
Did you see
moments of my
RoboCop
life.
after the fight?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's always tough when you see guys after they fight and they lose, because yeah, you know nothing you can say can console them, right? And it's just one of the worst parts of our job, I think. You know, it's especially if they get really badly knocked out or something. You know, it's
Yeah,
tough to watch. You know.
There's nothing you can say. You're not really close to them. You know what I mean? It's, your words really don't mean anything. You know, you if you see them, you just give them acknowledgement, and give your respect. But really for them, they're in a different mindset state. You know what I mean? Like, we don't understand what they're going through, because we've never been at that level, fighting and losing, or even getting knocked out like that in front of the world. So it's hard to relate, right? You can't relate. We can't relate to them.
Cannot relate. Ichi is saying that I should clarify with one. He has not asked. So, all right, I will. I'll check whether Stamp Fairtex will be getting 10 million baht to fight Ham Seo-hee, or if she will only get it if she beats Ham. Well, John, that's about it. Shorter show today. Keep it short and sharp. We'll be back next. We'll be back on Wednesday. Yes, lots of interviews. We'll be doing Media Day, July 12th, I think, for One Fight Night 12. Are we at 12 now?
I believe so.
Yes, we will be there on the ground. We'll have all the coverage you need. Keep up to date, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll give you everything: pre-fight, post-fight, weigh-ins, face-offs, ceremonial weigh-ins, official weigh-ins. Maybe some stuff in between, John.
Behind the scenes, I'm hoping Steve Buscemi is there. I would like to meet him in person and be like, Steve, nice to meet you. I'm a big fan. I loved
Got
you
my
in
money on the floor. So.
Armageddon.
So you call Mikey Musumeci Steve Buscemi?
Yes.
Right.
And
well,
he probably has no idea that is going on at all. Like, he has no idea. He probably doesn't watch this, but it's just the inside thing. Just the inside thing. But it'll be good to see, because his sister's competing.
Yes.
On the card, right? So usually he comes out with his sister. Does he corner his sister?
He did last time, but that was because I think he was living in Singapore, and she grappled in Singapore, so it may as well have been there. I think their mum flew out as well to watch, and I don't know. I'm sure he'll come out. Yeah, I'm sure he will. He's a good brother.
Maybe you should message him.
Very close.
Maybe you should get in
I will.
contact. Yeah.
Maybe I will. Maybe
See
he'll bring
up.
Mark Zuckerberg. His new
Zuck. Bring the Zuck and the new app Thread. Follow us on Thread. We're on Thread now, right?
Yeah, I should add this to the ticker at the bottom.
Yeah.
Threads. We're on Threads. I'm on there. The same
I'm
name.
on there as well. You go to my Instagram profile and you can click on my thread.
Yeah, click our Threads, guys.
I don't know what it's gonna go to. I don't know what it's gonna become, but I guess you just got to be on it, right? Because Twitter is just becoming I don't know what it's becoming. It's becoming like Elon Musk is his toy that he just plays with. You know what I mean? It's like there's no rules, and I think people are sick and tired of that. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about nothing else, man. We're done.
Yes. Anonymous, you did miss Stamp, sorry, but you can do a rewind to the beginning. Well, we talked a bit of crap before, like 10 minutes. Stamp came in about 11, 12 minutes into the show. So you can fast forward that bit. Yes, got to thank you guys, says Sifu Pudav. I hope I pronounced that right. Got to go. Thank you again for this dream instant with Stamp. Ciao, goodbye, au revoir. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Lee Chi quickly is Betanong fighting soon. I see he's currently very active training. You watch this space, Lee. Watch this space. I know something I can't say, but he might be. I think Betanong will be back sooner than you think. But we are out of here. Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone. See you next week from Bangkok for One Fight Night 12. Shamil, Gasanov, Gary Tonin, Superlek is back. We'll be there every moment. We'll be capturing it. All right.